This was originally to be a solo album.
Yeah, it was a solo album that I was making, and Nick was playing bass on the record. And in the wake of losing Paul, we reconnected. Not that we had, we were still in touch, but we had a lot in common, and we needed to work through it a little bit and also take some comfort from each other. And playing music together seemed like a very good idea at the time, and it was. In fact, it was nice to hear Nick's bass on my songs again. And yeah, I assembled a whole bunch of songs and made demos and worked on some of them on my own. Nick came out and did a session of, turned out to be mostly demos with Joey Warwicker and a guy called Ryan Freegard. We made a whole lot of demos for that, which I think are really pretty strong, actually. And some of them I listen back sometimes and I go, well, why didn't I just use that? But anyway, we then hired Ethan Johns to make the record, and Ethan wanted to start from scratch, understandably, with some of them, and he had visions for how they should be. So we remade the whole record with him, and in a lot of cases that was a really good thing. But there are some of those original demos we did. Nick would have fond memories too, I'm sure, of really nice sessions up in the top room in my studio before it became a place to live. It was the first thing I did when I was in there, really, and we occupied the ballroom at the top and had a really nice session and made some pretty good music. Nobody wants to talk about it. No one protects you. Yeah.
A lot of the songs are about Paul, or at least have Paul as a major part of the songs.
There's not all, and not as many as people think, probably, because sometimes things just get hauled into the overall context by thinking about it. But yeah, there was a lot of his presence in there, and there was certainly, we were working through that period of our lives, and a lot of the themes were very evident. But, there really was the catalyst for the band getting back together. I don't think it would have happened in any other capacity. It would never be made sense of. It's not like there was any attempt to try and make something good out of it. There was nothing good that could come of that event. It's just bad, and we miss the guy still, and it'll always be baffling and deeply troubling. But I think the band, I was just feeling that there was a lot of good things that the band put out there, and a lot of energy and good energy that was for many years, and so it was like it dealt a blow, across our flanks, and we wanted to put some good history in again and remind ourselves of the goodness of what had gone on, and make some new stuff. And I think it was good. That was only an undercurrent. It wasn't something we discussed on a daily basis, but I don't think we would have thought to become a band again otherwise. It was only late in the piece, making of that record, that we decided to call it a Crowded House album, and to make that the focus of the record. And it's always a blurry thing in people's minds. They attach a lot of importance to a name, and I can understand that. It has a kind of a cachet for people. But yeah, by and large, until the very end of that record, the last 3 songs, we weren't really a band. We were just a couple of old mates getting together and playing some music.